excuse me. Looks like we've got one last day of warm weather left before the return of the rain, so why not spend it down the canal? And this year it happens to be the 50th anniversary of the Linlithgow Union Canal Society, and this afternoon the canal's beautiful Manse Road Basin is reopening its doors to the public. So let's speak to Mike Smith, who's been a volunteer for 25 years and is a past chairman of the society. Morning to you, Mike. So just tell us, first of all, a bit more about this basin and the reopening and what's on offer to visitors.
Well, the canal basin sits above Linlithgow. It's got rather nice views down over the town. A lot of people come to town and don't know the canal's there because they don't think to look up to find the canal. Beautiful sunny day. It's always sunny at the canal. Even when it's raining, the atmosphere is always very joyful. It all started because the canal was in danger of closing 50 years ago because it was all overgrown, and a few enthusiasts got together and built a society whose purpose was to restore it. And now we run boat trips, we have a tea room, we have an education centre, a museum, all sorts of things, all in a beautiful, tranquil basin. And even though I say it myself, it's really rather lovely.
And this has all been done by volunteers as well, Mike. So what is it that has spurred this group of people into giving up their time to making this thing beautiful and attractive to visitors?
The thing is, you don't feel that it's giving up your time. The other things get in the way of the time you spend at the canal. It's a source of joy, and there's a camaraderie amongst the people who have this common purpose. But there's something about the pace of life associated with canal transport that causes people to relax. It makes people smile a lot. We have people who do all sorts of things in the canal. We don't just sail boats or mend boats. We have people who like catering. We've got people who even like doing the administration. All sorts of interests and skills come together, and they all get on. Socially, we mix without any effort at all. It's great.
Right. And there's a big age range as well, I understand, in terms of the volunteers. I mean, how old are the oldest and how young are the youngest?
The oldest one I'm aware of is 89.
Right.
And the youngest is 16.
Fantastic, right.
But sadly, it has to be said, the majority of our members are in the older, not that old, but in the older age bracket.
Right, okay. So are you expecting lots of people to visit today then?
Well, we hope so. It's always difficult at the beginning of the season for people to realise that we have reopened. So getting the word out, thank you very much, is a very good thing to do. It's very weather dependent as to how many people come and want to come sailing with us. A lot of people just want to come and look at the views from the towpath, look at the wildlife, and or even just have a cup of tea. The numbers vary a lot from day to day, and they're not just weather dependent, but they're weather forecast dependent.
So that said then, Mike, you've probably picked a great day to launch the season rather than maybe choosing tomorrow.
A lot of skill involved in that, yeah.
Yeah. So if people want to get involved then, how do they sign up?
Well, go onto our website. If you go into and just type in LUCS, you'll get into our website at www.lucs.org.uk. You can look at our webcam and see what's going on. And there'll be links on the website as to how to join, and it's very easy.
And do you think people who want to enjoy a canal, do you think that is going out of fashion, or do you think it's been in fashion and gone out and is coming back in again?
Well, it used to be an industrial thing. I mean, you can't believe how busy that canal was in its industrial heyday, but now as a leisure resource, and people are increasingly coming out in canal boats. I mean, from myself, I often go away and have a little change of scene, and I'll go sail a boat on somebody else's canal. Right. And it's a wonderful, relaxing way of spending a few days. If you really want to take the stresses out of life. Go and drive a boat for a few days.
Well, there you go, mate. You certainly have really sold it to me. Thank you very much for joining us. Mike Smith there, who is a past chairman of the Linlithgow Union Canal Society, which is celebrating its 50th year this year.